Hi everybody, welcome to another Yarn Scrap Friday, and this week I'm going to show you how to play with some colours to create some patterns. And here I've designed a little heart pattern, and it's exactly the same pretty much both sides. And the great thing about the way I've done this is that you haven't got loads of tail ends to tie in. You literally have the one at the beginning and where you join the pink at the beginning. And as you can see, I have worked the pink and the white along as we've gone. So to make this, I've used some DK light worsted weight yarn. I've chosen white and pink. I've also used a 3.5mm E crochet hook, and it's a good idea to have a pair of scissors and a yarn needle as well for tying in those ends. And what I did when I designed this is I did a little diagram here of what I wanted to design. So I knew I wanted to work on a heart, and it ended up being 7 by 6 in height. And as you can see, I coloured in my shape, and then that gave me my basic block of pattern. And then I worked out how many hearts I wanted to do. So you might want to do more than I've just done 5 here. You might want to do more to make a blanket. So I just worked out that 1 heart equals 7 across. So to make 5 hearts, I just timed 7 by 5, and that meant that I started off with 35 foundation stitches to begin with. And it's 6 high, but what I've chosen to do here is, rather than have 2 bars of just plain white in between, I literally counted this top one here as the first one as well, because you can see rather than having 2 lines of white in the middle, I've just got the one and then the heart again. Okay, so I think that's all I need to explain. So you just need to do 7 times however many hearts you want to do. And we started off with some double crochet foundation stitches, so I'm going to show you how to do that now. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so the first thing we're going to work on is we're just going to work one row in just plain white. So the white is represented by the ones not coloured in. And we're going to work some double crochet foundation stitches. And I've worked out that per heart is 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and I want 5 hearts. I've done 7 times 5. So I'm going to crochet 35 double crochet foundation stitches to begin. So to do that, first thing to do is to chain 2. And I've done a video in more detail of the double crochet foundation stitch, which I'll put a link in the description. I'm going to chain 2. Check I've got the right hook. 1 and 2. And then what we do is we yarn over as if doing a normal double crochet, and we put our hook into our first chain. Just put your hook into your first chain. And then what we do is we create our foundation chain. So to do that, we yarn over and we pull through the stitch. We've got our 3 loops. But what we do is we yarn over and pull through the first loop only, like so. And that creates our foundation chain as if we were chaining normally. And then we've got our 3 loops to work our double crochet. It's in US terminology. So yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull for the last 2 to do a normal double crochet. And as you can see on the left side here, we've created a little chain stitch, and it's into that stitch that we need to put our hook. So for our next double crochet foundation stitch, we're going to yarn over and find that little stitch on the side, left side, put it under 1 loop, and make sure you put it under 2 loops, 1, 2. We do the same thing again. We bring the yarn through the stitch. We've got our 3 loops, but then we need to create our foundation chain again. So we yarn over and pull just through the first loop. That creates our second foundation chain, and then we do our double crochet as normal. So we yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 to do our normal double crochet. And now we've got a second foundation chain stitch on the left there. 1, 2. And we do the same thing again. We yarn over and find that second foundation chain and put our hook in there. Like so. Make sure you go onto 2 bits of yarn. Bring the yarn through that stitch, and then we need to create our 3rd foundation chain. So we yarn over, pull through the first loop only, okay, and then we do our double crochet as normal. And we need to crochet 35 of these if we're going to make 5 hearts. But depending on how many hearts you actually want to make, if you want to make a blanket, for example, you just need to work 7 times however many hearts you want to make. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equals 1 heart. So just times 7 by however many hearts you want to make, and that'll be how many foundation chains you need to make. But we're going to do 35 today to make 5 hearts. So same again. Now we're going to go into the 3rd foundation chain. Bring the yarn through. Do our next foundation chain, like so, and then do our double crochet as normal. Like I said, I've done a video in more detail on this. If you want to check that out, it goes a little bit slower. But we need 35 of these, and the last one, 35. Okay, so we've got 35 double crochet foundation stitches now, and now we're going to move on to our 2nd row, and we're going to start off with our first 7 for our first heart. We're going to do 3 in white, 1 in our dark pink, and then 3 in white again, and then we go back to doing 3 in white, 1 in pink, 3 in white. So you end up with 6 in between each heart, but there's a key place to actually change the colours so it ends up flush. So the first thing to do is we're going to chain 1. We're not going to count that as a stitch, that's just going to be our turning stitch. Then we're going to turn our work. We're going to work straight into our first stitch. So do 1 double crochet in that first stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next 2. So we've got our 3. So 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. But as you do the 3rd one, I'm going to pull through 2, and normally we pull through 2 again, we yarn over with the white, but the key thing is to join your new colour halfway at the end of basically your last stitch. So let's get our pink. It's all going everywhere. So we're going to just put our yarn over our hook like so, just hold it with your finger, and then just bring that through instead. She says, right, and there we go, just bring that through instead. It's all a bit loose at the beginning. Make sure you don't lose your tail, and just pull your white to tighten. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to work the pink along with our work, so we basically end up with not loads of tail ends to tie in at the end, because I hate that. I don't have time for that. So what we're going to do is just tuck our tail end down there, and now we're working with our pink, but we only need to do 1 in pink, so we need to join our white at the end of our pink stitch as well. So we're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch, and as you go into the next stitch, just bring your white along for the ride. So basically just hook it over as well. So you're going under the stitch and you're going underneath your tail end of your white as well. And we're going to bring that underneath your tail end, your white yarn, I keep saying tail end, and through the stitch like so. And then we're going to yarn over, pull for the first 2, but we're not going to yarn over with the pink at the end. We need to go back to white, so we're going to yarn over with the white. And now it's in a good position because we've just brought it along for the ride. So we're going to yarn over with the white and bring that through as well. Then you can just pull your pink down. And then we continue with our white. So we're going to do 3, 1 double crochet in the next 3. But we're going to bring our pink along for the ride as well. So as you go through the stitch, just go underneath your pink yarn as well. Okay, and bring the yarn underneath the pink and through the stitch and do your double crochet. We want 3 of these for the other side of the heart. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, and again make sure you're going underneath your pink as well, just bringing it along. And again, one more for the 3 as we go into the next stitch. Go onto the pink as well, just make sure you're bringing that along. Do a double crochet in that 3rd one. So that completes our first set, as it were, for this part of the heart, this row here, 1, 2, 3, and then a pink, 1, 2, 3. Now we go back to 1, 2, 3, pink, 1, 2, 3. So be careful not to go back to pink after 3 because you want 6 in between each heart, okay? So you want 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. Okay, so, and as you can see, we've been bringing our pink along as well, and if you pull that a little bit tighter it disappears a little bit more, and it just means that we don't have to work in loads of tail ends every time we change colour. So now we're going to do 3 more white again, so we yarn over with the white, making sure to carry our pink, just keep it at the back there, and go into the next 3, so we're going underneath that pink as well. So 1 double crochet in the next 3, 1, making sure to bring the pink along, 2, and now on the 3rd one is where we join the pink. So we go into the next stitch, into that pink, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull for the first 2, but then we stop, and before we finish our double crochet we swap to the pink, which should, because you've been carrying it along, should just be there ready to be used. And it's a lot easier as well than doing it from scratch. So we finish with the pink, and now we need to just do 1 stitch in the pink. So we yarn over, and again remember to carry along the white this time, go into the next stitch, go through that stitch and under the white, bring the yarn through, pull through 2, but we need to rejoin the white because we're only doing the 1 stitch in the pink, so we swap back to the white before we finish, and we finish our double crochet with the white. Okay, because you can see that then the colour is a lot neater. Because we join the pink at the end of the 3rd one, it means that that top stitch is in pink, otherwise that would be in white and then that one over there would be in pink. It would look all disjointed. So now we're going to do the 6 in between. So we finish this set with the 3, this time remembering to carry along your white, your pink yarn. Two and 3. You don't need to join the pink because we're at the end of the set. Like so, there's our next set, 1, 2, 3, pink, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way across to the end, however many you've chained to do a blanket or a little swatch like this, and doing your sets of 7, so 3 in white, joining the pink in the 3rd, then 1 in pink, joining the white in the pink, and doing your last 3, making sure to carry along your yarn as you go. Okay, so I'm going to do that to the end. So now I go back to doing the 3 in white, carrying along the pink, 1, 2, then 3, but then in the 3rd one I stop and I swap to the pink, finish it with the pink, and I do 1 in pink, remember to carry over the white, but then I stop because I want to rejoin the pink, the white at the end of the pink. Okay, then I do the 3 in the white, remember to carry over the white, the pink. You know what I mean. 1, 2, and 3. And the only thing you have to make sure is as you're swapping between the pink and the white, you will find that your yarn may get a little bit tangled here, may get twisted, so just make sure every so often just to undo your tangles. Okay, so there's our next set. So repeat that to the end, and then I'll show you what to do for the next row. Okay, so I've just reached the end and we've finished on our 3 for our last set. There we go. And all we've got is I've worked the pink all the way to the end, so all our ends, the yarns we're working with, are at the end. And so far the only tail ends we've got is the white one at the beginning and this pink one here. So that's good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do our little chain 1 and turn. And then if I show you, the next row here is we're going to do 2 in white, then 3 in pink, then 2 in white, again adding up to 7. So 2 in white, we're going to join the pink on the second one, do 3 in pink, join the white on the third one, and finish up with 2. So you end up with 4 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do that. So we need to do 1 double crochet in that very first stitch, but you want to make sure that you catch this pink. So just prop it up there, go into that very first stitch, and make sure you go under that pink as well. Just make sure we're carrying it along. I'm going to do 1 double crochet in that first stitch. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next stitch, but we're going to join the pink at the end. So pull through 2, and then we're going to pull through with the pink. So we're now working with the pink. And then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 3. And we're going to carry over this white yarn this time. So make sure you've got that white yarn. 1 double crochet in the next 3. 1. 2, and the last one 3, but on the last one we have to rejoin the white, pull through 2 and then stop at the end, and we're going to swap back to the white, okay, like so. And then we're going to finish up with 1 double crochet in the next 2. Remember to carry over the pink. 1 and 2. Remember to carry over that pink. There we go. Okay, so that finishes our first set there, and you can see our heart's getting a little bit bigger. Obviously not going to be perfect, but we shall repeat this again. So we then do the 1 double crochet in the next 2 in white. 1 and then 2. Then it's on the second one we need to join the pink, so we stop and bring back the pink to finish up. Then we do 1 double crochet in the next 3, carry over the white. 1 2 and 3. Then on the third one we need to join the white again. Should just be there if you've been carrying it over. Then we finish up with 1 double crochet in the last 2, but we don't join the pink at the end because it's the end of our set. 1 and 2, making sure to carry over that pink. Okay, so there we go. So there's our next set, and you may want to do a neater job of hiding the pink if you want to. Trying to do this quickly for the sake of the camera. So just repeat that across then, doing 2 in white, joining the pink in the second, then 3 in pink, joining the white in the third, and then 2 in white. Okay, all the way to the end. So I'm going to go back to doing the 2 in pink, and you can see you've got 4 whites in between, whereas you had 6 last time. So 2 in white. Okay, so I've reached the end of that row, and now we're going to move on to the next row. And for the next row we are going to do 1 in white, and we're going to join the pink straight away in that first one, and then we're going to do 5 in pink, and then we're going to just do the 1 in white at the end. Okay, all adding up to 7 again. So first thing to do is to chain 1, don't count that as a stitch, just use it for turning. Then we're just going to do one in that first stitch in white. But again, we need to make sure we're carrying that pink. So we're going to yarn over and just make sure that pink's just held there. Go into that first stitch under the pink, bring that through, and then pull for the first two and then stop, because we need to yarn through with the pink straight away. Okay, and then we're going to do 5 in pink carrying over that white. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then we need to join the white at the end on this 5th one. So we stop halfway through and then switch back to the white, pull the white through, and then we're just going to do 1 in white, but we don't join the pink because that's at the end. Okay, so there's our next set, which adds up to 7 as well, and then we do the same thing again. We go back to doing 1 in white, so you end up with 2 in between each heart this time, 2 in white, 1 in white, and then we need to stop there and then join the pink because this is at the beginning. Then we do 5 in pink carrying over the white, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one, 5, where we need to join the white. So the yarning over with the white, we yarn over with the pink, we yarn over with the white. Then we finish up with just 1 white, but we don't join the pink because it's at the end. Okay, there's our next one. So repeat this all the way across, and then I'll show you the next row. Okay, so back to doing just 1 white, but we join the pink this time. Okay, so there we go. So I've reached the end of that row, and now you can see it looks like this, either side. And then we're going to move on to the next row, and the next row is kind of shaping the top of the heart. So we're going to do 1 in white, 2 in pink, 1 in white in the middle to get that little dip, then 2 in pink and 1 in white again. Okay, so white, 1 white, 2 pink, 1 white, 2 pink, 1 white, adding up to 7 again. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 again at the end. Don't count that as a stitch. Chain 1, turn, and then we need to do the 1 in white. But remember to get that pink up. Just hold that in place. Go straight into that first, where is my first stitch? Here you are. It's in the white there. Making sure to get under that pink. And we're going to do 1 double crochet in there, but we're going to join the pink, so we're going to pull for the first 2, then stop, bring that pink up, pull through. So now we're working with the pink. We're going to do 2 in pink. Remember to carry over the white. 2 in pink, 1 and 2, and then in the second one we need to join the white again. So we stop and then bring up the white instead. So we've done 1 in white, 2 in pink, and then we need to do 1 in white, but we need to join the pink straight away. So we're going to the next stitch. Remember to carry over the pink, bring the yarn through, pull for the first 2, stop, and then we need to join the white. It's a little bit fiddly this round because we're joining the end, the stitches a bit more. Then we do 2 in pink again. Remember to carry over the white. 2 in pink, 1 and 2, and then on the second one we need to join the white again. Then we finish up with 1 in white. We don't join the pink at the end because it's at the end. So there we go. So we've done 1 in white and we join the pink at the end of that first one, then 2 in pink, join the white in the second, then 1 in white, we join the pink straight away and do 2 in pink, joining the white on that second one. It should look like that. So you just repeat that across again. So we do 1 in white and join the pink straight away. Remember not to get in a tangled mess like I seem to be. And 2 in pink, 1, 2, and then we join the white in this second one, and then we just do the 1 in white in between. Remember to carry over the pink. We join the pink again straight away. So then 2 in pink, carrying over that white. And 2. Joining the white in that second one. Then we finish up with 1 white. We don't join the pink because it's at the end. Okay. So there's our next set. So just repeat that across, and then I'll come back and show you the next row, which is really easy. Okay, so there we go. I've got to the other end and finished that row. And then you're moving on to the last row, which basically just consists of just white. So you can just 1 double crochet in each stitch across in white. So let's do that. We're just going to chain 1 and turn. Again, don't count that as a stitch. And do 1 double crochet in that first stitch, but I do recommend still carrying over the pink, so make sure you get that pink up there and going into that first stitch, to that white one, just doing 1 double crochet in each stitch across in white, but remembering to carry over the pink just to make sure all our yarns are at the right end when we need them. Okay, so there we go. I just continued that all the way across, making sure to carry the pink over as well. So we've got our pink at the same end, all ready for the next row. And there we go. There's our finished first set of 5, and which is basically the same as this here. So there we go, like so. But there we go. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. You just again repeat all those steps, as many rows as you like. Okay, so here we are. I've just repeated the same pattern for two more sets. So I've got 3 hearts, and rather than doing 2 lots of white rows in between, I just chose to do the 1, then go straight into the heart. And because we've been pulling through our white and pink as we've gone, we're just left with the tail ends here and at the beginning, so there's nothing really to tie in, which is great. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I hope you managed to follow along. I hope it's also inspired you to design your own patterns using the same technique that I did, and I will see you soon for some more crochet fun, as I always say. Cheers for watching, guys. Bye.